Hi, I'm Nikki PORCHER, founder of Buy From a Black Woman. I went to this event in downtown Atlanta, and to this day I still don't even know how I got on this list for this event, right? So I went, it was all these people selling all these handmade things, and I looked around and I was the only black person in the room. And I'm just like, how in the hell did I get here? So I talked to this one woman and she was selling this chapstick lip balm stuff, right? And she was sold out. And I was like, how are you sold out of chapstick? And it was like $20. I'm like, well, what does this chapstick do? How are you sold out of $20 chapstick? That's so crazy to me. So I started thinking, I'm like, well, if people bought this from black women, it wouldn't be an issue in our community. I wish people would do this for us and say, oh, this is too expensive, blah, blah, blah. So I went home and I was like, well, how can people buy from black women? So I literally Googled, where can I buy from a black woman? And GoDaddy was like, this URL is available. So that's how Buy From a Black Woman really started. The first black woman business owner I knew was my grandmother, right? And she had so many side hustles. She sold cakes and she sold clothes and plates, and she had a garden and she made hats. She had all these side hustles. So even watching her, I knew she did more than just work, but I didn't know it was entrepreneurship. I didn't know she was a business owner. It was just stuff she did because she enjoyed doing it, she was good at it, and people paid for it. And that's the formula of starting a business. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? And what will people pay for, right? That's what I always tell black. So my grandmother had that formula, and she showed me that formula before I even knew that was the cheat code for everything. I started off as a blog where I was just telling people about businesses owned by black women so people can actually buy from a black woman. And the blog grew into something I could never imagine to this day. So from the blog, it went into, me giving money to a black woman so she could start her business, and then it grew into a nonprofit, and now it's just a whole community of black women business owners supporting, educating, and spreading awareness about each other. There's so many organizations that are helping and empowering black women entrepreneurship, and they're great and they're all needed in their own way. But Buy From a Black Woman has a community, and when I say the community comes together, they really come together. I could post a question in a group or on social media and just ask something simple hey, where can I find a florist? And people will go out their way to share the information. All right, well, do you know about this florist in this place? And do you know about that florist? And then the people that they tag come back and say, thank you so much for sharing this information. Here I am, and all that stuff. So the community really comes together to make sure that we are spending our money consciously with each other. And I think that's one thing that sets us apart, because so often we hear it takes us all together, or bring and lift as you climb. But you really don't see it. You really don't see it on social media like you do in the Buy From a Black Woman platform. Black women are dope ass people. We are everything, and just being a black woman is amazing in itself, but being able to help black women and seeing that I am actually helping, I'm not just taking, I enjoy that. I enjoy talking to black women and hearing their dreams and seeing them actually do their dreams and work their dreams, and being able to help them with it brings me real fulfillment. It's dope that I was chosen by the universe to do this, because it's just why me? You know what I mean? And it's just yeah, so that's working with black women is the highlight of it all. It's a great time for black women. In the 80s, everybody was climbing the corporate ladder, right? Oh, I need to get a head job. They really wanted to talk about entrepreneurship. It was a taboo thing, because how dare you go out on your own? But now it's okay, so here comes the freedom. We see what we're doing with corporate. It's not working for us with corporate. We see the climate in the world. All right, it's not for black women. We have to create our own. We have to create our own stories. We have to create our own jobs. We have to create our own legacies. So with that comes entrepreneurship, because now I have the freedom to create. Nobody can fire me from my own job, So black women just out here trying to make it happen. I'm Nikki PORCHER, founder of Buy From a Black Woman. This is my voice. This is my life. I am a Black woman business owner.